The road to Vilvorde in Brussels has been a well-known arterial road for centuries. This 18th century map clearly shows that the road was already very important in those days. The road is 1.2 kilometers in length and has the Willebroek Canal on the one side and the garden wall of the Royal Palace on the other. The road to Vilvorde can be clearly seen on this satellite photo. At 6 meters, the road was not wide enough and dangerous for lorries and buses when passing. Rear view mirrors were frequent casualties. The asphalt surfaces were also seriously damaged and in urgent need of repair. The road administration of the Brussels capital region wanted to get to the root of the problem and decided to widen the road and replace the damaged asphalt surface with dowel-jointed concrete slabs 23 centimeters thick. To impede traffic as little as possible, it was decided to carry out the repairs over a distance of 1,200 meters in the month of August, so the road could be open again for the start of the new school term in September 2006. The work took place over 31 calendar days and was completed on schedule. A start was made on narrowing the cycle lane by cutting out the paving, removing the curbstones and breaking up the surface. On the other side of the road, the parking spaces were broken up and immediately relaid 4 centimeters higher at the same level as the new road surface. The existing asphalt, 18 centimeters thick, and 5 centimeters of the existing foundations were milled off in 2 phases. Underneath the partly removed cycle lane, a new base layer in reinforced concrete was laid. New poured concrete curbing was constructed between the smaller cycle lane and the road. The surface was covered with an asphalt binder course as a sandwich layer between the existing concrete foundations and the new concrete slabs. The existing road in asphalt had too many drains. This was not necessary with a water-impervious surface such as concrete. 2 out of every 3 drains were removed in order to transversely saw-cut the concrete slabs at equal distances. This gave the concrete slabs a uniform length of between 4.2 and 4.6 meters. The day before pouring, the concrete specialists were on the scene to set the slip-form paver. This gave us the opportunity to take a look under the machine with the camera. During this examination, we can clearly see how the dowels will be inserted in the concrete. The machine places 21 dowels at distances of 30 centimeters from each other in the concrete. The dowels are coated with a varnish to prevent any adhesion to the concrete. This is an important moment in the construction works. The concreting machine starts its work. Team spirit is of utmost importance here. The concrete is supplied at controlled intervals. The dowels are carefully placed in the machine. On the other side of the concreting machine, the concrete is carefully checked, and where necessary, attentive specialists ensure the finishing touch. The concrete mixing plant provides concrete at the required intervals. Here, specialists keep a close eye on the mixed composition of the concrete. The road widens at both ends. The widenings that are subsequently made manually are joined to the sections poured by machine using tie bars. The concrete is immediately sprayed with glucose and then protected with a plastic sheet. This is needed to protect the concrete against the evaporation of water from the surface and to ensure the optimal durability of the concrete. When no impressions can be made in the concrete, the transverse joints are sawn. The timing for cutting the joints depends on the hardening of the concrete. Here, people are out at 1 o'clock on Sunday morning to saw the first joints. The next morning, the plastic protection is removed. The top mortar layer is rinsed off and the concrete is washed to give the required surface texture. Cutting the transverse joints continues the following day. A transverse joint is applied above each row of dowels and at each drain. In the meantime, the concreting machine finishes its work in 3 days. 400 meters of concrete is poured on the first day. On the second day, 450 meters are covered, and after the third day, a total of 1,040 meters of concrete has been poured. The joints with the existing road at both ends are made in asphalt. A longitudinal joint is also sawn over the entire length. After sawing, the joints are further widened and chamfered until the ideal joint section is obtained. A heat-resistant joint sealing strip is pushed in at the bottom of the joint. The joints are then filled with the bituminous joint sealant. The cycle lane is also given a new layer in reddish asphalt. The level difference between the new cycle lane and the long wall is filled with cement-stabilized dolomite. The last step is the application of the road markings. 31 days after the road was closed, it is again open to traffic. The road to Vilvorde is ready for maintenance-free and intensive use over many decades.